Hello and thank you for visiting my website of nerfgunparty.com.au. I'm going to use this video to help walk you through how the different guns operate, how easy it is to fire and load them, and starting from the simplest guns we'll work our way up through the more intricate guns for the older age group. So the first few guns we're going to look at is the Nerf Nightfinder and the Fire Strike. These two guns largely operate the same. It's quite simple. Firstly, you're going to take a bullet. You're going to push it in from the front. There we go. It only goes in as far as you can push it, and then of course it won't shoot until you actually pull back or load the spring over here. So here we go. Pull it back. The gun is now loaded, and of course you just pull the trigger and it will shoot. Okay, a really powerful gun. There is a second little button over here. You don't really need to use it. It's really for putting a little red flashlight if you want to put the marker on the wall. There you go, you can see it on the wall, just to help with the aiming. This gun this is the Nightfinder, operates with the same concept. You take a bullet, you push it into the front as far as it will go. You don't have to push too hard, you just go till it won't go any further. Again, you pull back over here, as simple as that, and away it goes. This one will automatically light up as you pull the trigger. Again, helps with the infrared marker on the wall. Now, with both these guns, you can also store some extra bullets over here. You can push them in there and over here. And the same applies with the other gun. And there you go, that's if they need to keep some spare bullets. The sharp shot, same concept. You take a bullet, you push it in from the front as far as it will go. You don't have to push too hard. Now this one, in order to load the spring, you just pull back over here and it's loaded, and then you pull the trigger, and again, watch it go. Really, really fast and powerful. You can store extra bullets over here. Push 1, 2 and 3. But naturally, each time you want to fire, you do have to take one out, push it in the front and load back like that. Really easy, and just pull the trigger. The dart tag gun works on the same concept. Again, just take a bullet, push it in from the front. And I like these guns for the younger age groups because there's no real thinking involved. It's just take a bullet, push it in, and pull back. This one over here, we pull back over here to load the spring, and you can shoot. And all these guns will shoot well over 20 meters, so a really good range for small weapons that are really easy and simple to use. The nice thing about the dart tag gun is it actually has storage capacity for an extra 5 bullets that you can just push in over here. So they're ready to go. All you have to do is just pull them out from here and push it into the barrel like that, and pull back, nice and easy, and shoot. Now the Maverick and the Strong Arm, this is the Maverick, this is the Strong Arm, are basically the same type of guns. They work the same with a very subtle difference, and I'll walk you through it. They're definitely the most popular amongst the children, especially with the younger age groups, because you can shoot 6 bullets continuously. So let's look at how it operates. Firstly, you don't push a bullet in from the front. There's actually a barrel over here. When you pull the trigger, you can see the barrel turning. Now to put the bullets in here, I often see children really struggling. They slide it in from the side. There's actually a button over here. See this button? If you push this button and you push the barrel, it just slides out like that. So really easy. Again, I'll show you. You push the button over here and the barrel will slide out, and now it turns freely so you can load the bullets. Now, one important point to note when loading the bullets, and this is probably the only instruction you need to give the kids who use this, is the tip of the bullet must go inside. If it is to stick out like that, for example, see how the tip of that bullet is sticking out? It will get jammed it won't be able to turn. They really need to take the bullet and push it inside so that it will pass straight through. Okay, so let's load them all in. This is what it's looking like. We'll just turn a few more. And number 6. So they're all in. You can see the barrel turns freely, and we just push it back like that, and it's good to go. Now it won't fire until you actually load the spring. So to load the spring, this section over here is what has to pull back. So you take your hand and you just pull it back, and now it's ready to shoot. Again, you can pull the trigger, it won't do anything until you pull back and shoot. Nice and powerful, really easy to use, and the children will get 6 shots before they reload. And remind them when reloading, they need to push the black button and take your hand from the other side, push the button, take my hand over here, and out it comes. And then it's really easy to push the bullets in, rather than struggling to push bullets in through the sides. Now the strong arm is the exact same concept as the Maverick in terms of loading. Again, you don't need to try slide the bullets in. There is a button on the side. You push this, and then the whole barrel will come out, and easy for you to load the bullets. So that's a really good point to remind the children. When pushing the bullets in, make sure they go in all the way. Otherwise the barrel might get stuck. So here we go. The only difference between the strong arm and the Maverick is if you keep your hand on the trigger like this, keep my finger on the trigger, and all I do is I pull back, we have a rapid fire. Watch this. So there you go, another little secret weapon for the kids. Okay, next up is the Nerf Barricade. A really simple and easy weapon to use for the younger age groups because it's battery operated, so there's nothing to do except push in the bullet and pull the trigger, and to turn on, of course. So here is the on-off button. You can already hear it as soon as you turn it on. Loading the bullets is really easy, and it takes 10 bullets so that children can fire away 10 shots at a time before reloading. You can see I just slot them into the barrel over here, and of course you can turn the barrel to keep loading more and more, and then you just turn on to shoot. The real important point to note here is do not push the bullets in too hard. If you push them in too hard, the barrel won't turn, and they'll come saying the gun's not shooting. So it's really important. All they need to do is just push the bullet in as far as it will go, very lightly, and leave it at that, and you are fine. Turning it on, and we'll watch it shoot. And don't forget to turn off when it's finished. Now there's also a safety hatch in the top here. In case a bullet gets stuck, you just push it back and you can see straight inside. So let's push a bullet in. You can see there's looking in through the safety hatch. It is a safety hatch, so it will automatically turn the gun off if you open the hatch. So if we close the hatch, the gun will turn on. And that's an important point to note, because sometimes a child will say, the gun's not working, and that's because the hatch is open. You just close the hatch and it turns on again. And don't forget to turn off when you've finished. Now as we move on to these larger guns like the Barricade, as simple as they are, the nice thing is they come with accessories. For example, you can add this onto the back. You just push it on and it will clip on. If you want, you can add on another tactical sight by just sliding this on over here, and suddenly what was a simple gun has just got some add-on accessories. They don't really do anything, but it really looks cool, and the kids love running around with these larger guns. One of my favourites for the younger age groups is the Swarm Fire. This really impressive weapon, as large as it is and extremely powerful, is extremely easy to use. And I like it because it takes 20 bullets, and all you have to do is just push them in from the front, like that. Nothing more to it. So I'll just do the first few. I'm not going to do all 20. Let's do those ones. Here's another one. And let the gun do all the work for you. So to turn it on, you look for the on-off switch over here. Slide it. And it will only come into play once you start firing the trigger. So watch carefully. There's nothing to do except pull the trigger. Really powerful and ideal for children who want to stand at the back and just fire away from the safety of the base camp. Now the Flip Fury is another nice simple gun for the younger age groups. Very similar to the Maverick and Strong Arm, except it's got two barrels that you can literally flip with a second trigger. So here is the normal trigger for shooting, and this trigger at the bottom actually flips the barrels around in order to give you double the firing power. So no different to use. What I like to do is stop it in the middle there to load all the bullets. I'll just only put a few in, like that. Maybe put in the other side as well. Takes 12 bullets in total, so really good firing power. And to shoot, you just pull the spring back over here, like that, and then shoot. Again, if you've run out, you pull the second lever over here, and it flips like that. And suddenly you've got more bullets to shoot.